Yeah. Interesting, even with Madlib, like he's using a lot of sample packs now. Like, I mean, even on one, I uploaded a bunch of his latest album to our YouTube channel, and the drum broker actually commented on one of them and said, "Hey, look at Madlib over here using sounds from our packs." And we've obviously talked to 𝗏𝗏 about him using 𝗏𝗏, using his drums. So it's things are changing, and Madlib is digging not only in the crates but also on the internet.
And Benny shot a video for that joint that took 𝐿's loop, and Benny doesn't know, like, he just rapped over the beat, like it was that produced it, but Hit Boy that produced it. Benny doesn't know, but the video is dope. It's in the stadium for the Bills. It's not the artist's fault. It's not, so I can't be mad at Benny, but it's hard for me to watch that video knowing. Right. You know what I'm saying? 𝗏𝗏 there was another producer that 𝗏𝗏 shared a tweet from that had the same gripe that he had. Like, people think 𝗏𝗏 is just doing stuff for clout.
It was DCAP. And DCAP has a bunch of really dope drum kits. And that's
all right then.
And I saw that and I was like, yeah, like a lot of these, there's so many people dropping drum kits these days. And Monty Booker just dropped one, and shouts to Monty Booker. He's a talented dude from Chicago. And he, like, I can't help but think sometimes, like, with all these drum kits coming out, especially if you have a little bit of clout, like, how many of these drum kits are just people saying, like, hey, these are just my favorite sounds? Like, it's not even like they're using or making and actually programming new drums. Like, how many, and I'm by no means saying this is what Monty did, I'm just saying in general, but there's so many drum sounds that are just recycled, and people will go into somebody else's kit, take that drum sound out, put it in their own kit and sell it as their own. And like, that's not the look, man. That's not cool.
That ain't the look. That's not it. Yeah.
And if you get caught on it,
that's not it.
And if you get caught on it, you can't be like, well, hey man, that's not the way I advertised it, or it's like,
that ain't it.
Like that's like what do you call it? Biting? I mean, is that considered biting? Or is that just stealing? Or is that just stealing? Like, what's the difference?
It's both. It's kind of both. Like, it's both. Because I had this conversation with 𝗏𝗏. We talked on the phone for a long time. He said, Mike, they ain't even chopped my shit up. They took it verbatim.
Right.
And just slid it underneath the sample. He was like, he ain't even edited it. Like, there's a lot of loops that I have, the drum loops that I've used before. I'm not saying I'm holier than thou. Like, there's loops that I've used before that have come out on shit that I put out. But there's all, like, you try to manipulate those and flip those. It's like, I'm gonna make my own variation of it and still make it work. But I don't know. Like, 𝐿's just, I think he has a gripe, and it was dope to see somebody else come out and say the same thing that he said. Like, people thinking he's crazy and just wanting attention. I'm like, no, my man has a valid point. And if you in the craft, you know that. Like, he has a valid point.
Yeah. If you've enjoyed this segment of the New Old Heads podcast, make sure to join our live show every Tuesday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/newoldheads. And we invite you to join our hip hop community on Discord. Access it by going to newoldheads.com/community for talks on hip hop, sports, music, news, and everything else.